Okay, we just got back from our trip across country on the train, and since so many people ask us about what it's like taking a train trip, since it's on their bucket list, we made this video to show you what it's like and what you should prepare for.
This is one of the cars on the Lakeshore Limited. We're in what's called a roomette, and we thought we'd show you with all our stuff in. We have a lot of things because we did some shopping as we went along. So there's a little bed here. This comes down at night, so you pull it down like so, or actually your cart attendant pulls it down for you. You're not supposed to do this yourself. Now I understand why. And so there's a bunk there. And there's room for the suitcases up on top. So plenty of storage, as long as you're not hauling everything you own. And then there's a little sink. It opens down like so. Ta-da! And this is actually a toilet. Surprise! Hello! Little trash receptacle. More hooks here. Climate control. Lights. And a reading light. So that's a roomette.
531E! That's right! Action Adventure!
This is what a full-size room looks like, with 2 beds and a sink and a bathroom. And that one flattens out like this, and this bed comes down like that. Well, that's the amount of space we're talking about.
So besides the bed space, you also have a little chair back in the corner. Got armrests for you. It's very comfortable. And if you decide you want to pull out the table, it's here. And these flip out so you can play games or eat or what have you.
As you can see, the rooms do have AC outlets, but they only have 2, and depending on where that is located in your room, you may or may not have enough length on your cord for your device in order to comfortably put your laptop or whatever you have. So you can solve this easily by just remembering to pack a 6-foot extension cord, and then you can put any device anywhere you want in the room. This is your sink counter. This is the little sink you get right here. It does have nice hot and cold water right there. As you can see, there's very little space for you to store stuff. Just like a hotel room, the roomette, if you go down here, for a second, we have a trash can, which is nice, and in here there's plenty of tissue paper, and your room should have plenty of towels and toilet paper, and they have these little nice cups here, dispenser cups for water. They do give you a complimentary bottle of water, but you can't get more bottles of water, so you can either keep refilling that bottle of water or you can bring your own bottle. We recommend bringing a thermos that has a tight lid that can seal, so if it rolls over or falls over, you're okay. Also, there's no microwave or refrigerator in this room, but they do give you ice. You can go and ask the people for ice. So what I do is I get an ice, I fill up with the ice, and then if I have any food that I want to keep cold, I just stick it in there overnight and let it sit in the sink. This looks like it's scary and you think things will fall over, but magically nothing has ever fallen off of this little shelf area over the night.
Hi, this is the little tiny Amtrak bathroom, and it can be a bit of a challenge. We found that even though we put the lid down and used the other contraption in our other bathroom, there was just no way to keep the toilet paper dry when we took a shower. So our answer to that was to take it off completely and put it up on the shelf or take it out of the room when we showered. And also, I bring a little tiny can of Lysol so I can spray around when we get in, and if we need it during the trip, we have it. Normally, you would stand up for a shower, but we found it was a little safer with the jostling of the train car to go ahead and sit down. They all have this little lift off for the shower, so you are able to do that and just stand up when you need to rinse. And as anywhere else, don't forget to close the shower curtain.
So the train moves side to side, jostles back and forth, also forward and backward when the train either stops or starts. So because of that, things like shaving can be a little treacherous. Also showering is treacherous. So I recommend doing those things either when the train is stopped or bringing an electric razor. That would be a huge help.
So one of the people that you'll meet on the train is your car attendant, and we've had a really great one this time. Her name is Lynn, and if you're lucky you get somebody like Lynn, and she's fantastic. They'll help you with all the things that you need, like getting water, making sure that your bed is put down and taken up in the mornings, and just getting you acclimated to the train. So be sure to be nice to your car attendant.
When you first get into your room, you'll be very tempted to take your big luggage and put it on this shelf right here, this resting shelf right above your leisurely seat. But since this is where I'm going to sit when I'm just going to want to be relaxing and looking at the view, I find it's best to leave this as space for storage for little things like reading glasses, which you can rest right up there, and other stuff. Like I have my tissues right there, and then I have this box of fancy European chocolates, which I want to share with people I meet on the train when I take the lunch.
Another quick fix that will help you store your things while you're in your roomette or even in a coach, anywhere on the train, is to take some safety pins with you. We use the big ones, and I just put it into the upholstery, and you can use this for a variety of things. For one thing, I like to hang my glasses on there because they're off the ground, they're not going to fall off, so they're safe there. I also had some clothes that we had to wash out, and I was able to pin that to the top of the bed. You can use it to hold your curtain back if you want a little bit more viewing area. You can also use it to hold the curtains closed, because sometimes they don't meet in the middle, or the Velcro can be a little bit off. So you can use that to help with that problem too.
The room comes with these little hooks on the wall for you to hang all your clothing and anything you want to hang on there. But sometimes those hooks aren't enough. The last room we were in, they actually didn't have any hooks. They fell off. So what we decided on our trip back was to buy some of these removable hooks that you can get at any Walmart or Rite Aid, and we attached a few right here just so that we have easy access to little things. I use these for my glasses, anything you think of that you want to hang up. They work really well, and they come right off without leaving any residue. There you go. Perfect.
So our last little storage place is this tiny closet, which holds more than you think. So you flip it open, and inside there's a couple hangers. We put our bags over the neck of the hangers, and we stack things up in the closet. Actually gave us a lot of storage space on the trip.
When it comes to packing, I recommend using any kind of bag that you have that can hang, that has a zipper on it, like a backpack, because when you're in this small space that's shaking and shifting, this is going to save you a lot of heartache. This is my wife's makeup bag, but when it comes to vanity supplies, if you can keep all your vanity stuff in one bag like this, you will be much better off. This is a bag that LL Bean makes that we bought, and we use it not for vanity supplies, but this is our snack bag for traveling because we have a lot of dietary restrictions. And it's great because it hangs when it opens up. Has all these zippers and pockets. We can put our pills and our gluten-free snacks. We didn't eat a lot of snacks on this train because we didn't do much on the train, so we didn't work up an appetite, and they're still feeding you 3 times a day, so we still have a lot of leftover snacks. You'll never know when a great photo opportunity will come up, but whether you're in the lounge or the dining car or your own room, you want to be ready with your cell phone. So if you're going to take a picture with your camera or your tablet, here's the tip to avoid the glare and also to keep your camera steady. You can hold the camera right up against the screen or against the window. You can also tilt it up or down with one side still touching the window, and you can also rest your hand on this window to avoid your hand from getting fatigued.
We just finished our lunch in the dining car. If you call ahead on Amtrak, they'll be happy to accommodate any kind of food needs that you have, allergies or such. If you're in a party of less than 4, they'll seat you with other people, so you'll be at a table with total strangers for lunch or dinner or breakfast. And we've found that's really a lot of fun. Just go ahead and introduce yourself and find out where everybody's traveling. We also took our chocolates in and shared those with people for a little bit of dessert or a little extra.
The train requires you to have footwear on, shoes that is, at all times whenever you're walking through the train. So if you're like me and you like to take your shoes off when you're relaxed and you don't want to have to go put your shoes on just to go to the bathroom or get some water, I wear these sandals or these flip-flops, just something that quickly slides right on, slides right off, just like that. And these are a total godsend for me, even for getting out on the train to walk for 2 minutes at a stop or anything. A lot of people ask us, do you get to stop and get off the train in all different cities along the way? And the answer is yes, but you don't get to go anywhere. Maybe once or twice in the entire trip, we got about a half an hour to an hour to explore something, but the majority of the time, they let you get off the train and walk around for 5-10 minutes at each stop. So what we like to do is get off the train and go jogging up and down the long track just to move and get some exercise, since you're not going to get any exercise on the train.
If you're booking a room on the California Zephyr, you want to do it in advance. We waited last minute to do this one, so we got room A, which is the smallest. Ask for B through E, and they're a little bigger and the layout is a little easier to work around. But there's still enough room in this one to stretch out. You've got 6 feet 6 inches wide, and there's just enough room to do a little yoga.
A lot of people have asked us what's it like sleeping on the train. So here's my review. Sleeping is totally hit or miss. The fact that the train is constantly moving is actually very relaxing, and that helps put a lot of people to sleep, a lot like babies in cars tend to sleep very comfortably. The problem is, combined with that, you have the constant jostling back and forth. Depending how fast the train is going, that can really screw you up. Literally, you can sleep rock hard and then you could suddenly be woken up at a moment's notice. I find that every night is a totally different experience for sleeping, so that's why I make sure I bring sleep shade and earplugs. And the other thing is, there is climate control right here. Cooler, normal, warmer. You might get cold in the middle of the night, or you might get suddenly warm as you change climates. So they give you blankets. Make sure you ask for extra blankets, and make sure you know where your climate control is in the middle of the night. And also, when you get up and you realize you can't sleep, there's plenty of reading lights all over the place. That was a huge help.